YouTubers, welcome back. So, whilst you've been gone since the last video, I had a little field building. Right, we've harvested field 11 there. We've managed to get 55,000 litres of barley up. I've not actually sold any of the wheat yet, simply because I realised that the next field we're going to do also field 15 is also wheat. So I thought, well, let's wait just a moment. Let's get the barley done and sold. So the barn so far, we've got 23,000 full. So that one there, so that's going to put us up to about 31,000 roughly. Coming in from that, which isn't fabulous. It's a hideous deal. Now, the next field we're going to do is really and it's going to take us a good while to actually get it empty. So I'm going to mark up that just for the moment. All of these items here, the plough, the seeder and the fertiliser, I'm leaving them there. I've kind of decided that we can plough field 11 first and seed it and fertilise it. We don't need to go and do that first.
Apologies if the mic wasn't quite picking up my voice there. There we go, that should be better now. So, we're heading back to the farm. We're now going to get the wheat. I've kind of literally just made that decision. We're going to sell all of the wheat that we can. Just to try and get ourselves the biggest combine we can afford to go down and do the next field. It's such a big field that we want the biggest combine we can get, primarily just so that we can use our new trailer. If we were to be running the crop back to the farm, doing it in 20,000 litres at a time would just be painful. If we can utilise this new bigger trailer, it also frees up a little bit of money because we need another tractor. That's where we need to be next. We need another tractor. I'm actually contemplating selling the grass cutter that we have currently, purely because I'm not a massive fan of the side mount cutter. I much prefer... Oh, that actually is moving that better than I thought it might. That's really good. Yeah, I much prefer having the 3 option, especially because this is going to be a painful up this hill. Yeah, if you can link the winged cutter, the butterfly cutter and the front mower together in the front, and then put a nice windrower behind the tractor itself, you can actually kind of get, for those of you who played Fs17, a little bit like the Big M. You know, you can get that same length and size of cut and yet have it come out in a single windrow behind you. Yeah, this tractor's definitely not enjoying pulling this much weight, but it's getting there. It's doing an okay job. There we go, we're up to speed now thanks to that little bit of downhill section. If you're new to the game, never played it before, you really have to watch it when you're going downhill with a heavy trailer on. You jam those brakes on too hard and it's just going to jackknife on you. I know I said that the steering physics wasn't fabulous in the last video, but it's actually not too bad. They really have done a good job with the game. Okay, so our turning should be coming up now. And again, don't try and take these turns at full speed, because it never ends well. If you're empty, you can sometimes get away with it, although depending on the trailer, sometimes they're even worse. There we go. So we go just under the bridge, and then we turn right for your first look at the sell point. There we go. We drop down under the bridge and turn right into the sell point. So at this sell point, we actually have more silos for making oh dear, silage. There we go, that was the words. Over there you have the livestock market. That's where you buy your goods from. You can fill up there with manure, liquid manure. Down there you can see the red hopper where you would sell the silage that you made here. And then just in front of us is the sell point for all of the crops. Let me just back that up to there. Start that tipping. Meanwhile, we'll have a quick little look, see what we have stored back there. So we've still got another 34,000 litres back at the farm. So we'll go and get that as well. That's actually given us a fair amount of pounds there. That's, what's that, 22,500 pounds. Definitely going to help. So I think we should get maybe about 18,000 more. So that could put us up to, when we sell the old harvester, the old combine, that could put us up to just under 300,000, I think. That should definitely get us a reasonably sized combine. So let's quickly rush back there. There's a wage payment just gone out. So far since we started, we've paid out about £5,500 in wages. And the reason that's so high is that our equipment is so small. The bigger the equipment, the quicker the worker can get the job done. It really is as simple as that. So if you have a worker working all day for you, or with it set at this real-time speed of 1:1, each hour you're paying £2,000 So it's definitely a good idea to get the best equipment you can. Leave yourself with nothing all the time and just keep upgrading your equipment until you get to a stage where, you know, the equipment is as good as you can get it for doing the job. Oh, I nearly just went into the garage rather than the farm. What a nightmare. Schoolboy error there, folks. Schoolboy error. Okay, so we're back in the farmyard. I'll get this loaded and be right back. Okay, so that's the trailer all loaded up now. That's all of our wheat gone for now. Obviously, as I said, field 15 is wheat as well, so it will enable us to get some more. At the moment, I don't think we really need much in the way of crop. Not till we really start doing the pigs heavily are we going to need a good amount of crops coming in. We can pretty much just sell whatever we... Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that, car driver. saw you last minute. My brakes just weren't good enough. Okay, there we go. Oh, back wheels and wheels spinning away trying to get traction. There we go. We're up and running again. Go back in cab because it's the easiest way to drive along this road. So the other thing we have to bear in mind is we need to remember that we need to save some money for the fertiliser and for the seed. If we have to have the worker pay for the seed and the fertiliser, it costs a small fortune, and it's really just not beneficial at all. Oh, half on the road, half on it. Come on. Come on, get on the road. Oh, I know I said last video that I needed to have a little look at the sensitivities on this controller. I haven't had chance to do that yet because, like I say, this is a back-to-back video that I've recorded for you guys. Oh, bit of breakage, round we go. Lovely, nothing coming, we can cut that corner safely, which is just as well because I did anyway. Okay, so down we go, come on. That's it, under the bridge. They could write a song about that, couldn't they, really? Okay. That's it, we're back in the open territory again. So, let's see what we get for that little lot. There we go. So, another 14,000. So, yeah, look at that. We're up to 175. We never got as much for that second harvest as I was hoping. I forgot to take into account that every time you sell the crop, it drops now. It's not like Fs17. Oh my days, what an accident. What an accident. Oh my days. Oh, that bent something. I reckon that's definitely bent something. Okay. It's a good job it's not that realistic. So, yeah, as I was saying, I forgot to take into account that unlike Fs15, where the price just changes every hour, in 17, as you sell stuff, the price drops down. It's a real supply and demand scenario. So we're going to just drive this up to the next field. There we go. So there's a couple of different ways you can get into this field. You can take this little road on the left here at the church, and that will take you down to the bottom. Oh, someone's ringing the bells as we go past. It is that time of day, I suppose. Or you can come all the way up here to this gateway. Now the only... Oh, mate, you just drove into my trailer. Dude, what are you doing? We're going to park on the grass just there. Because the downside of coming in through this gate is... What way did they open? They open that way, good. You're straight into it. I mean, I feel sorry for the people that live here. Their washing's going to get coated in dust. Okay, so back to the combine. Let's go and sell this bad boy. We've done quite well. We've used up half of the fuel load in it, so that's very good. I always like to try and sell the vehicles with no fuel in them, because, you know, maximise it. You got to do what you got to do to get the most money you can out of this. So that's that in there. Let's sell that off. Come away, go back, and let's sell that off. Right. Rather than going in there, we're just going to use the hotkey. So we've got 329,000. So much better than I was hoping, because we got more money for bringing the item to the shop. So we could go for that. It's only 1.5 meters wider. We really want to go as wide as we can. So I'm going to push us up. And I think that one there, that's another 3.5 meters wider than what we were using. So let's buy that. Okay. We're now into the what can we afford. Oh, there we go. Right. So we could afford the case. Axoflow 7130. It's tempting. It's actually very tempting over that one. Now, I know it says there that the it uses the Fs17, but you can actually fit the bigger header on that one. But the downside is the bigger header, it doesn't enjoy running on that low horsepower. I tell you what, I'm going to buy the case. It leaves us with nothing. To the point, I think we will actually go buy some pallets of seed. And will it let us buy a solid? No. Oh. Okay. Actually, no, thinking about it, it's not end of world, because we will have all of that good... Oh, no, we need a... Ah, what a disaster. I forgot about the fact that... Let's unfold that. I completely forgot that we're on a really small map. We might really struggle to get this header down the road, especially with all the traffic. Oh, okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can cheat the system a bit. Oh god, look, straight away there's a car. Okay, we're not too bad. Not too bad there. We've actually got quite a nice wide bit of grass we can drive along. I think the only time we're going to struggle is when we're going through the village by the pub. Oh, road sign. Come on. Let's have no traffic. No traffic like that. Oh, it's trying to overtake. What a fool. There we go. Another car coming. Pick up action. Oh, that's not pretty. It's not pretty, but we did okay. So you can see how much bigger this piece of kit is than what we had. You can see just there on the left, that's the egg sell point. So if you were running chickens, you bring them to the pub. Oh, didn't let me get over in time, did they? I wanted to get out of the way. We won't knock his bike over. And there we go. So hopefully we can get through the gate with this header on. Oh, we've scratched it. It's unfortunate. Okay, so let's straighten up. Let's just get a worker going. Let's set him going. Okay, I think what we're going to do, we'll take this and dump this trailer in the field. We'll follow the combine down. Oh no, he's laying straw down. We need to stop that. Despite how much straw we got in the last one, I don't want to do straw down here. The size of the field would just make it unbearable to collect. So we've turned that off. He's chopping the straw back in, and we'll just dump that there for now. We found out in the last video that I have not actually installed the crop mod. I might do that for a future video, the crop destruction mod, just to make things a little bit more realistic. It just seems to be a little bit better if you do it that way. a little bit more realistic. So let's quickly pop back down here now. I think what we're going to do, we're going to grab the plough and just set this guy to plough in down here, and then we'll go up and actually do the harvesting ourselves. With that nice big trailer, we can actually get a fair amount in there before we need to bring the tractor back. So I'm hoping we can get a lot of this done. I wish I'd remembered to pick the weight up. The front of the tractor's a little bouncy, but it is what it is. We can't remember everything all of the time. Right, there we go. So we're going to overlap quite a bit here because further down the field it does go that way. So right, off we go. Worker hired. And plough in the field he goes. So let's come back here now. We'll dismiss the worker. And let's just do a bit of combining. So I think what we'll do is we'll take out this bit to the right. Now we've got a nice straight edge that we can work to with a worker later on if we want to. So let's do the uneven bits first. There we go. I always like to do the edges and then work my way in. I don't know why, there's no real reason. There we go. Right, so whilst this boring bit's going on, I'll do that off camera to save you guys watching me have to do all of this manual combining. But as you can see, the bigger header means the tank fills up much quicker, and everything takes less time. So I shall hopefully not be away for very long, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, so since you've been gone, we've been doing a bit of ploughing over here, been doing a bit of harvesting over there, and now our trailer is full. So as you can see, the plough's been doing really good work over here. We've got most of the field kind of ploughed. There's still a bit to go. I've been having a bit of a thought about this side of the world as well. As you can see, there's all of that land there that's not ploughed. These are pretty big fields, but you can afford to lose a little bit of the edges for the sake of our workers, basically. Let's just keep things a little bit simpler for ourselves. You know, we don't need to be complicating things. We don't need irregular shapes. Yes, they're nice. Yes, they're more realistic. But I think we can do better. Now, normally, I would plant them to grass. But because this season I'm going to be playing with the ploughing, it's still a field. So if you tell your worker to go plough field, which I'll be honest, I always do, having to plough yourself with one of those ploughs, it's just mind-numbing, absolutely mind-numbing. And my controller, it wanders a little bit, and I like to try and plough everything. So the easiest way to do that is to actually have a worker do the ploughing for you. He keeps everything nice and straight, and then you go round afterwards and just plough the edge. You know, you just plough the bit where he's missed. I've been thinking about the mod situation as well. We're going to continue with it as a vanilla game. You know, absolutely no mods for now. Once we get to a stage where I think, okay, that's about as good as you could ever get this game. That's the best equipment we could get. We've got lots of money in the bank. At that stage, I may implement a few mods just to make life a a little bit better for us. Tell me what you think about that in the comments. Would you like to see mods? Would you rather I was playing this game with mods? People really are just in the way there. Here we go. Let's sell this so we can get some more monies together. Also, it's just a heck of a lot closer than taking it all the way back to the farm. You halve your journey time by not taking this lot back to the farm. We're going to pay the price with the price we get to sell it at. I mean, this time we're going to be selling that at what? 388. It's just not good. And once we've sold that, there you go, 331. So we've lost a 50 per ton. It's a bit of a bugbear. But we've put some money back in the table there, so we can now afford to buy ourselves some fertilizer and maybe some more seed. We have got some back at the farm, which we'll probably use when we do see field 6. But for now, let's just take this back down here. We can drop this off and then start harvesting again, and then we can take the tractor back and finish ploughing that field, and while we finish harvesting this field over here. We're doing well. We've got most of it harvested. I'll tell you what, once we get back, we'll have a little look at the map and just see how much we've got harvested. I've done a little bit across the bottom, just because it was a little bit close for my liking when you was turning around down the bottom there. We've now got a little bit of ease. We've just got to finish that up. I'll tell you what, we'll actually place this halfway down over here. As you can see, we've still got a heck of a lot of field to harvest, and we're harvesting nearly twice as quickly as we were previously. So we'll drop that there, and let's have a little look in the map quickly. So to see what you've done, you can see there the harvested. We've almost got that bit ploughed back in. We're going to lose along the bottom there, and I think we're probably going to lose along the top, but we've not even scratched the surface down the bottom here in field 15. Wow. Okay, so back to the harvester then. First things first. No, I'll tell you what, we're going to set him going. Kind of in the middle of this, I think. Yeah, that'll kind of work out for the best there. Okay, so we'll set him going. That's not going to last very long. So we need to race back, get the ploughing going again, just so that we can come back here and tidy up this field with the bits that he's going to be leaving behind. So yeah, as I was saying, normally I would plough the edges that we don't really want to utilise as grass, but with ploughing intermediately in the field, it would just get wrecked up and it would rip it all up. So what I'm going to do is, there's actually a tool in the shop. I don't think it's very expensive. It's about £5,000 that you can actually use to erase fields. And that's what we're going to use. That way, when we come to plough them later on, because we will have to re-plough them, what will happen is that it'll actually not treat it as a field. It will actually just ignore it. So there we go, there's our tyre tracks from where we were earlier. Let's follow them down there. Where were we? It was actually at a turn, so that's good. As you can see, the rest of the field looks brilliant when it's ploughed. I absolutely love the graphics on this game. So that's it, we can back him on and hire worker. Excellent, so that's back ploughing away for us. In the meantime, this has come down here. We've picked up all we can pick up there. So we'll knock the worker off. We'll take over ourselves again. Now obviously we still had a bit left in the store tank of the harvester. That was because we was full on the tipper. We never had enough room to fit all of the harvest that we had on us in. So this little bit that we've got just going off here, we can utilise now. We'll quickly race back up the top. We'll do the left hand of those two sections that are still going. And then we'll do the right hand section. That very small little bit that's left. And then we'll make a start again on the rest of it. There we go. So tell me what you'd like to see, folks, in the comments. What would you like to see from this Let's Play? Do you want me to just try and get ahead as quickly as possible without you guys having to watch me do too much of the harvesting? I'd hate for you guys to get bored of the Let's Play before it really gets going. We need more vehicles. I think that's definitely what we need, so that we can still do stuff whilst harvesting is taking place, because harvesting, it's a vital part of the game. It's just not that interesting for you guys to watch, I'm sure. I've watched a lot of other Let's Plays, and yeah, watching guys just harvest for half hour or an hour, it's just not exciting. There's actually a couple of guys I watch from America who I actually watch them just because I want to go to sleep. They just seem to love the sound of their own voice. They just keep talking and talking and talking whilst doing the most mundane jobs. And it's perfect for helping yourself drop off to sleep. So we'll just come over here. So we're basically just using this trailer as a drop trailer, which is really helping us to get two jobs done at the same time, whilst only having one tractor. The harvester, I'm not sure actually, this harvester I think might struggle, but I think the harvester may even be able to pull this along behind it. I'm not going to bother trying at the moment, because this is working for me quite well. But what you can do is you could drag the trailer behind you to the field that you're going to combine, just so that you don't need to worry too much about having a tractor drop a trailer off. You can do that yourself with some of these harvesters. I'm not 100% on this harvester because I'll be honest, I've never used this harvester before. I've always gone with something different, but with trying to make this a little bit more interesting of a Let's Play, I've done things a little differently. So we'll just take a little bite out of that there. We'll come back across. And then we'll go back down. So, like before guys, I'm not going to make you sit through listening to me dribble on and watch me harvest. So I'll be back in a little while again. Okay, right, so we've kind of finished doing ploughing for what I think is we now have the harvester that's working with the other trailers. This trailer is it's all about trying to get some cash together to improve the other trailers. So we get into the pigs side of things. But for now, that's gone. Right, what we need to buy now is that field eraser that I was mentioning to you a moment ago. So they're in miscellaneous, and it'll allow us to delete fields. So it's actually only 4,900. I'm gonna go with New Holland are my favourite tractors. So we're gonna go with a blue one. There we go. So because of the price change, we've had to pay for that, but I'll allow it. I'll be honest, I'll allow it. So let's go pick that up. The reason we're over here doing this and not over doing some harvesting is that the harvester is full. So let's quickly pop back. That's now empty. What we'll do now, we'll hit the worker. He can finish doing some of that. In the meantime, we'll do some bits that are actually maybe interesting for you guys to watch. Oh, there's a gap in the traffic, he's crossed. Oh, I was wrong. We haven't actually finished. Or have we? Yeah, I'm going to actually use the field eraser just to erase some of those bits from there as well. And normally I would like, I'd use the, words are difficult. Yeah, normally I would have used the, is that working? It's not working. So yeah, normally I would use the GPS model for this, but obviously with my going vanilla, I haven't actually installed it. So I'm actually quite lucky. This is I'm actually driving this in what appears to be a really straight line. Straight lines shouldn't matter, but they do to me. I don't know why. Yeah, that's working a treat. Oh, that's better. A little bit going in there. That's, I'll be honest, that is probably going to bug me a little bit. Maybe I'll have to just always use a worker in this field so that I never look at that. But yeah, no, we're going along now. So this is what I kind of had in mind, was we'll just create a nice square or rectangular field in this area. I tell you what, we may even do that as we go down. You know, really turn it into a nice rectangular field. Now, because we're not using the biggest of ploughs, we might actually get away with only doing 2 passes down here, because the worker will actually see it as not a field and will think it's finished. So we wouldn't actually have the problem of it jumping over too much. Let's do it. Go back over it backwards. That's better. Yes, we might be able to get away with that. I think it's going to depend on how much it irritates me, having all this unworked ground over here. It's amazing as well when you are deleting these fields. some of the terrain that you find underneath the field. If you've played the game before, I'm fairly certain you will have at some point or another ploughed a road under so that you could get yourself a little bit of a better sized field. There we go, that's that bit there done enough for now. We're going to attempt to drive in a nice square line down here, I think. There we go, let's have a go at that. It's so much more difficult when you don't have a plough line to stick to. It's working out okay there though, I think. That will work for us. So, because it actually goes as quick in reverse as it does in forwards, we'll just reverse ourselves back down that line. And we can have a final drive down, and that should be us pretty much tidied up at this end. The reason I've done that is just that you're so close to the trees. Our last combine, it struggled a little bit. It did struggle a little bit to get turned around within the confines. This will just make it a little bit better for us. I may well end up coming back through here if I put the GPS mod on, which I might do. I think, you know, going completely vanilla, it requires maybe more skill than I have in driving in a straight line. My controller is what I'm going to be blaming. See, trees just in the way. Yeah, we're going to drive across at that, I think. Yeah. That's it. I think. Yeah, trying to drive in a straight line with my controller, it wanders a little bit, and as I've said, the sensitivity on it's just crazy. I thought I had altered the settings to fix that, but it appears I hadn't. Either that or they've changed due to an update, but we'll see, we'll see. So what I might do, I might actually bring the plough back in over here. And I may actually plough in a little bit more of this. We can certainly go a little bit closer to the river. I hadn't really thought about it too much. Because you can actually increase the size of your fields as well as decrease them, but you have to do it manually. So again, what I like to do is I'll plough the shape that I want, and then I'll bring this tool in afterwards to square the edges up. But you really need the GPS mod to do a nice tidy neat job. So that's us done for the jobs here now. I reckon we're probably going to be close to having the harvester need emptying. So let's quickly flip back over there. No, it's only at 73%. Let's just keep going for the moment. See, me and my wonky driving again. There we go. Got it that time. Yeah, I maybe need to have a think about this over here. Well, there again, that tree does poke out quite a bit. No, I think I'm going to leave it at that. We could maybe come over a little bit, but I don't want to get tangled up in any of the trees. That tree, it may be a phaseable one. Some of the trees on this map are. You can actually just drive straight through them if they're not there. But some of the others you will get stuck on, and if you've hired a worker to go do a job for you, having him sit there costing you money whilst hooked up on a tree is really annoying. So I think that's going to be, oh there we go, Helper G has a nearly full grain tank. We'll wait for that to go full, I think, and then we'll go over. So yeah, we'll just, it's almost like colouring in. We'll just continue to delete this field until the grain tank on the harvester is full. Yeah, like I say, you get to see what was actually there on the map before they dug the fields in when they created them. There's often some really beautiful roadways, paths, all sorts of things that you can't see because they've plowed a field over the top of it. There we go. We're getting there now, we're getting there. So the game is coming along nicely. There we go, the grain tank is full. We've got a fair bit done in this, our second video. I'm going to go and empty that and then do a little bit more off camera. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and be good to each other. Bye bye.